Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback, and on today's episode, the final episode of Healer Week, we're going to be playing Lucio. And that is entirely because I could not find a single motherfucking game that I could get a decent monk match. So I am so sorry, but everybody in Quick Match is literally incapable of playing with a monk on their team. So here we are playing Lucio instead on Sky Temple. This is a YouTube video, so feel free to like, comment, and subscribe your heart out. We will be back next week with a new set of videos. Not real super sure what those are going to be just yet, but I have some ideas, and I believe there's a patch coming soon, so maybe we'll just get all up in that too. On top of that, though, this is a Lucio video. The team comps are going to be Hogger, Diablo, Valera, Lucio and Raynor versus Orphea, Muradin, Falstad, Artanis, and Stukov. And wouldn't you know it, the enemy team is a 100% Quick Match 5-stack, so things are definitely going to get a little spicy up in here. Oh my god, I'm ruining it all already, aren't I? I need to turn the volume down to its correct settings. My apologies. Oh, we'll see how I feel about this video in 15 minutes when it's over, if I want to go back and change any of that. So, Lucio, as a healer, is described by many people as a mosquito. Really annoying, buzzing around in your ear, doing lots and lots of just anger-inducing shit. And I can 100% agree with that. Even playing this character is taxing on the mind, because Lucio's trait, and this may also be, Lucio's got an activatable trait. His Z is where all of his mobility really comes in. So his Z is called Wall Ride. When moving alongside terrain, Lucio begins to wall ride for 2 seconds. While Wall Ride is active, Lucio can walk through units and gains 20% movement speed that stacks with other bonuses. Yes, you heard it here. Lucio does not have a mount and is completely hypermobile as long as you are against terrain. How cool, right? How wicked much fun is that? And you only have to click on terrain that really wants to just path you every which way. It's kind of scary, honestly. I cannot tell you how many times I've clicked into terrain and Lucio's gone the wrong direction into certain death. So, lesson number 1 when you're playing Lucio is make sure you are clicking close to the wall in the direction that you want to go, not directly inside the wall, because that'll just fuck everything up. Gotta get in position to make sure McHugh can boot people back if they go into the camp, but they haven't. It's 4 versus 4. I just want people to leave. Please, can we leave? Raynor is out. We've got the move speed. We've got the healing. Everything is fucking awesome. Let's talk about our abilities. Our Q, Soundwave, is going to deal 133 damage and knock enemies in an area back. Nice and simple. Probably the easiest thing about Lucio's entire kit, but one of the most impactful by far. Our W is called Crossfade, and we are going to be switching between 2 musical tracks for Lucio. Currently, we're playing Speed Boost, which is increasing the movement speed of Lucio and nearby allied heroes by 10%, and we also have Healing Boost. Don't ask me why Speed Boost is green and Healing Boost is yellow. I have no idea. Doesn't make any sense to my brain either. But Healing Boost is going to heal for 2 damage per tick, and there we have it. 20 health per second in total. So, you can see all the little green 2s shooting off of Lucio and Diablo right now. That's how fast we heal. It's not very much, though. The whole way that Lucio gets healing that is actually impactful is this ability. Amp it up. This is going to be our E. Raise Lucio's crossfade track volume for 3 seconds, amplifying healing boost to 147 health per second, and speed boost to 30% increased move speed. That is a shitload on both of those. So, the 3 seconds that you can boost that bad boy, whichever track it is going to make it insanely impactful compared to the normal amount of whichever one you're using. And it is the most functional way for Lucio to get healing. And as you can see, the big circle around Lucio is the area that we do both. So we heal in that area, we move speed in that area. Oh my god, the hammer just out of the bush. Oh. I mean, it's not necessarily scary. Neither is this swap because I'm Lucio and the enemy team, since it's quick match, obviously cannot coordinate enough CC on me to actually get a kill, which is fucking hilarious to me because I was having the exact opposite problem as the monk. But anyway, we're not going to dwell on that character much more because it really hurts my heart that it's so difficult. Our trait, the final component of Lucio's basic kit, is called Push Off. Push Off is a 20-second cooldown that we can activate, and you saw it just there if you were paying attention to Lucio. He pushes off the wall and dashes in a direction, and whoever he collides with is going to be slowed by 75% for 1 second. Which is pretty good, especially if you need to get away from people. You just go zipping right through them. You have to be on a wall to do this, though, so if Lucio himself is not affixed to terrain, you cannot push off. And it's pretty easy to fall off of terrain in certain situations because some of these walls are pretty fucked. Oh my god, the apocalypse on the stew cob. We want to try and boop him. We got the push off on him to give him that big old slow, and Rainer's going to seal the deal with that auto attack. Now, Lucio's two ults are, well, I still think Lucio only has one ult, but they gave him High Five. It has a 15-second per ally cooldown, and what's going to happen is when we dash to them, we're just going to point and click them, we're going to make them unstoppable for 1 second, and we're going to heal them for 385. It seems really cool on paper. It's so much worse than Sound Barrier. Sound Barrier is, after 1 second, Lucio and nearby allied heroes are going to get an almost 2,000 point shield at level 11 that rapidly decays over 6 seconds. Sound Barrier is so absolutely fucking nuts for the amount of saving that you can do with it, the amount of shielding that there actually is, and the cooldown is really not anything terrible either. 80 seconds on an extremely defensive cooldown in the entire AoE that is around Lucio. That whole circle right there is the range of your Sound Barrier. I know. Pretty fucking nuts. The enemy team is really bad at killing our players. Just really not great at landing them abilities, you know what I'm saying? But that's it for the basic abilities and the ultimate. We can talk about Lucio's build. This is kind of what I've pieced together from watching... we just lost Hogger. He's gone. Someone has pinged him, and now we want to go in still? Anyway, I don't play Lucio very often. Again, the player... I mean, the hero just frustrates my brain so hard. But that's not to say he's not fun. I just, like, his mechanics hurt my eyeballs, my brain, my neck, everything going on in my cranial area. Lucio creates problems for me. So, Hoggerbot doesn't look like he's going to make it. I need to ping it away from Rainer because all Hoggerbot wants to do is run in, and I need him to run away. He's just not doing that. That poor Hogger. Sucks. I wish I could be playing Hogger. But I can't oversaturate the channel with Hogger videos now, can I? Now, the build, like I said, I pieced it together from watching BBJ stream and the few players in the CCL that actually get to play this character. So, what I have come up with is that at level 1, we're going to be taking Accelerando. Wallride's movement speed bonus gradually increases to 40% over 4 seconds while Lucio maintains its effect. So, as long as we are on terrain, we're going to get a 40% movement speed bonus as opposed to a 20% movement speed bonus, which is fucking nuts because you can go so fast. It's insane. Now, I don't know what the other options really are here, but I know that Party Mix is not it. Party Mix seems good because there's plenty of dings all the time, and it probably makes you feel good in the you know, serotonin or dopamine department. But don't pick that. It's not good. Wall ride, active basic attacks heal 30%. Maybe that's good. I just don't think it's as good as Accelerando. Going 40% faster seems fucking OP. So, yeah. Q is going to be our level 4 talent, Subwoofer. Subwoofer. I'm having a stroke. Please call the ambulance. Anyway, enemies hit within the first half of Soundwave's range are knocked back 75% further. So we can launch people if we are in point-blank melee range with our Q. We could just rocket them backwards. Also, if you manage to hit 3 heroes with a single Soundwave, you're going to increase the arc of the ability by 50% and its range by 20%. It's great. It's not necessarily everything that you need, but it's not terrible by any means. The level 7 talent that we're going to be picking up, though, is Reverse Amp. Blast Lucio's active crossfade track at enemy heroes while Amp It Up is active. Healing boost deals 87 damage. Oh my god, I'm covering up all the action. I'm watching my team die, and we almost covered it up with talents. So, healing boost is going to actually do damage to enemies while healing your team, and speed boost is going to slow enemies while speeding up your team. It's really good. It used to be an ultimate to compete with Sound Barrier, but it doesn't, so here we are. I think that the other option is supposed to be good vibrations, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I don't think I want that. Having a shield is probably fine if you're getting attacked a lot, but nobody in the games that I've played with Lucio so far has given me any indication that I'm ever going to take any damage on purpose. Falstad is standing out in the middle of the lane with a Valera on the enemy team and a Diablo. He's going to get slammed into that wall. We're going to slow him down with our push-off, and he is going to die. Now, our level 13 talent, Heavy Caster's push-off no longer slows enemies and instead stuns them by 0.5 seconds. This is such a good talent because Lucio having some really hard CC for half a second is incredibly good because of how mobile he is and how fucking insane his engage becomes when you have that mobility backed up with a stun. So, our level 16 talent is going to be Up the Frequency. Hitting enemy heroes with basic attacks reduces the cooldown of Amp It Up by 0.4 seconds. Wall Ride increases basic attack range by 2.2, which is an extremely long amount of range increase. So, every time that we get one of those little auto ticks, we are reducing the cooldown of our main heal button, which is insanely effective. Couple that with the sound barrier, and we have a lot of tools for actually saving people with both our E button and our R button. It's really fucking good. Now, our level 20 talent is going to be Bossa Nova. Reduce the cooldown of sound barrier to 30 seconds, but the shield now decays over 4 seconds. I fail to see why the decay... Oh my god, I don't need that covering everything up. Why the decay being 4 seconds instead of 6 seconds would make me not pick that talent. Changing Bossa Nova to a 30-second cooldown means I can save people almost 2 times a fight. Like, if we need to disengage one time with one sound barrier, by the time we're ready to go back in, I'll have that sound barrier up again at level 20. So, you just can't pick anything but that talent. Oh my god, gluten-free, getting glutened upon. Muradin following shortly after. Gonna stun Stukov as well and knock him back into our team. Holy butts, they had no idea what was coming for him. We've got giants all over the bottom lane too. Artanis is all by his lonesome, trying to defend this with Falstad quickly. Ooh, can we get in front? Can we get in front? We're gonna boost, we're gonna stun him, we're gonna knock him back. Diablo gets the flip. Yes, smacked him into the wall. That's how we do it indeed. Oh my god, just gotta heal up a little bit. Need to put all of our damage on the core, but at the same time, I would really like to watch that Falstad die. Nope, doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Just gonna take the building, because that's how you win the game, and that's all that we needed. We didn't even make it to level 20. We stomped that game so hard. Hogger was off fucking around on camps for some reason, but I mean, jeez. I disagree. I think that AFK Raynor should be maybe one. Okay, well, I don't even know, man. I am not allowed to be on the MVP board when I'm playing healer. Even though I did just as much as Stukov. I mean, 1,000 difference. Let's be real. I've got 4 kills. He got 1. Excuse me. Where's my award? I participated in this game. Here's the talents again in case you need them. We've got Accelerando at 1, Subwoofer at 4, Reverse Amp at 7. We've got Sound Barrier going at 10, Heavy Casters at 13, Up the Frequency at 16, and then Bossa Nova at 20. That was a pretty short Lucio game, so I appreciate you guys hanging out. We will be back next week. Hopefully there's a patch by that time. Or maybe there's a patch while this week is going on. Who knows? We'll find out. But GG's, I will see you next time.